easier routine to the approach to Game 2 as opposed to Game 1?
Yeah, I think everyone kind of got those nerves out of the way in Game 1, and now we can just kind of play hockey Game 2 here and get back to our good starts. And, yeah, I think definitely the first game was a little nerve-wracking.
You got what you expected, though, from Toronto in Game 1?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, very good team. You can't give them too many power plays. So many skilled players, so got to obviously cut down on that. And, but yeah, we knew they were going to be a good team. They're going to come out harder tonight, and we're going to come out harder, and it's going to be a good game.
What was your takeaway for your special teams after Game 1?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we have to be better, I think. When you give that type of team 6 power plays, they're going to make you pay, and they did, but we have some things to clean up, and, yeah, hopefully we get the power play advantage tonight and score some goals.
How do you feel you matched up against some of the matchups that the Leafs threw at you in Game 1?
Yeah, it was all right, I think. There was just a bunch of, there were different matchups throughout the game, so, I mean, it's going to be like that again tonight, so you just got to take it shift by shift and try to win your shift.
What do you like about what you felt from the group coming off that game?
Yeah, I know a lot of the boys said it, but 5-on-5 I thought we played pretty well. We got our chances. We didn't score on our chances, but we got our chances, which is good. And I think we got to get to the front of the net more. I think Stoller saw a lot of the shots, and he's going to make those saves. So just got to do a better job in that area, and I think we'll get the results.
What have you learned about Linus's ability to kind of bounce back and have a short memory?
Yeah, I think you don't win a Vezina by not being able to bounce back. So I'm confident in his abilities. He's been around for a long time, so he knows how to bounce back, and I'm super confident in him.
Fans getting on Brady sucks chance.
Yeah.
Are you playing with fire a little bit? Is that going to fire him up?
I mean, knowing Brady, he plays hard every night, so I don't think that's going to affect him too much, but I'm sure it gives a little fuel to the fire for him.
What was the atmosphere like, just in general? What did you notice in Game 1?
Yeah, I mean, it was awesome. I think coming out there with all the towels swirling, it was pretty awesome. They did a great job, the fans, and I know it's going to be the same way tonight, but it was a fun atmosphere to play in. But yeah, so just got to bring it at the start.
And it was Ridley's first playoff game.
Yeah.
Maybe didn't feel that way? Like, what did you make about how he kind of got into playoff hockey?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of knew what Rids is all about. He does a good job of trying to get under the opposing team's skin. Yeah, that's just the game he brings. It's fun to be a part of. It's fun to play with him, and I'm sure it's not going to stop.
Cousins draws in, like, what does he bring to the lineup?
I mean, yeah, just a guy obviously won the Stanley Cup last year, so just brings a ton of experience, and I mean, I don't think he gets talked about enough. I think he's a super smart hockey player. Along the boards, he wins his battles, good defensively, so he brings a lot to us, and he's a character, so it's always fun to get him in the lineup.
Not to go back to Ridley, but you've mentioned in the past how he's easy to read off of
Yeah.
in addition to Amadio. Could you just go into more detail about what specifically about Ridley's game makes him so easy to play with?
Yeah, I think he's a predictable player when you play with him. He's not going to try to do too much. He gets in on the forecheck, plays good defense, and yeah, he's just physical, so it's easy to read off him. I think we've established a good chemistry, and hopefully that continues.
Routine approach to Game 2?
Yeah, I think we did that in the first game. Obviously, I think we didn't play a bad game first game. Just they have some special players on the other side that make some special plays. So for us, just to eliminate those chances.
What's your sense of the group coming off that game? Or I guess what do you like about what you're feeling from the guys?
Well, I think we're a pretty confident group. 5-on-5, I feel like we generated chances and played good defensively. So, I mean, we don't have to change much here. Obviously, you look at the score and it looks like we got a beat down, but we just gotta do what we've been doing all year.
Is there too much being made of the narrative that you guys, by and large, are an inexperienced playoff team?
The what, sorry?
That you guys are an inexperienced playoff team? Is there too much being made of that?
I mean, we do have a lot of players that never played in the playoffs. So, I mean, as a group, I think we understand how we need to play, whether it's regular season or playoffs. And everybody's got confidence in the locker room that if we play our game at the best we can, we're going to give ourselves a chance to win.
Well, you were an Ontario kid. What's it been like? I mean, you've been in some pretty good rivalries when you're in Philly. What's your first taste of the Battle of Ontario been like?
It's awesome. I mean, that's why you play the game. Since I'm a little kid, just watching the rivalries and watching the Don Cherries rock 'em, sock 'em, and it's just it's good memories for me, and to be able to live a rivalry like Toronto Ottawa. I mean, it doesn't get better than this.
You've watched Ridley Gregg grow into the league. What stands out to you about his game and how he approaches the game?
I mean, for a young player, he plays a very mature game, plays hard, plays the right way all the time, and you know, he's better offensively than people think. I think, but you know, you just know every game what you're going to get from him.
How have you approached this situation with so many younger, inexperienced teammates? Do you talk to them? How have you kind of navigated getting into the playoffs with this group?
I mean, we obviously talk about games, talk about past experiences, and there's not much to say really. You know, it's when you step on the ice for the first time in the playoff, whether or if you're 37 or 20, it doesn't matter. You're a little nervous, you're excited. There's a lot of emotions. You just got to be able to control those and go play hockey like you've been doing your whole life.
What struck most to you about Anthony Stolarz when you guys were teammates in Philly?
I mean, he's a good goalie. I always thought he was really good, and you know, when he started having chances on other teams, you can see he's a good goalie, and he competes, and you know, he's a good goalie.
A lot of playoff games. How much is gamesmanship part of the calculus with coaches talking about refs? You know, you saw last night some stuff in the warm-ups in Winnipeg. Like, how much is that game within the game important this time of year?
I mean, I don't know what happened in Winnipeg, but you know, it's playoffs. It's you guys see how many guys there is here this morning. It's you know, it's fun for the fans. It's keeps everybody involved, and I mean, it's just part of hockey, especially in the playoffs.
Speaking of the fans.
Tu le connais bien, c'est un gros gardien. Comment, quand tu joues contre lui, tu peux t'assurer de lui rendre la tâche compliquée? Ça a été un bon match.
Oui, c'est un gardien que s'il voit la rondelle, il va probablement l'arrêter. So, je pense que faire du trafic, mais c'est comme tous les autres gardiens de but. Faut tirer du trafic, des rebounds. C'est probablement le même qu'on va scorer.
C'est quoi la chose prioritaire que vous pouvez faire pour améliorer votre match au bureau?
Pas grand-chose. Tu sais, je pense qu'on a passé un peu trop de temps à des punitions, puis ils ont des joueurs qui vont faire des jeux. So, je pense que pour nous autres, faut continuer à jouer physique, mais juste un petit peu plus responsable.
Claude, you mentioned the fans. Are the fans in Toronto playing with fire a little bit with the Brady sucks chance? Like, based on what you know about him, is that something that will fire him up?
I mean, that's in my eyes, it's a compliment for Brady. I mean, they don't do that if he actually sucks. So, I mean, so I mean, it's a compliment. It's you know, I've got booed in Pittsburgh before, and I'll be honest, it's the best games to play.
Lena's talked about being a goldfish. And like washing stuff. What have you learned about his ability to kind of bounce back when he has nights when the puck goes in?
I don't know what you're talking about, goldfish, but
It's a Tad Lasso reference.
Oh,
Goldfish
okay.
have very short memories.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I mean,
Sorry,
I mean, no, it's fine. We have confidence in Ollie. He's been doing all year for us. He's a big piece to our team, and you know, yeah, it's good to be a goldfish sometimes.
What's it like to go play with Scott Laughton in a series like this?
No, it's great. You know, me and Scotty had a lot of years playing together, and we became pretty close. So, you know, it comes to playoff. It's put that friendship on hold for a couple days, but you know, he's a competitor. I mean, I played with him for so many years, and he'll compete every game, and you know, it's fun playing against those kind of guys.
I know you weren't able to play game one. We see you take line rushes ahead of game two.
Yeah, I feel good. I mean, obviously, gonna want to try and come in and help the guys out, and you know, provide some energy, and you know, get a win. At the end of the day, that's what we need to do tonight, and get a split on the road, and then head home and have our fans and behind us for games 3 and 4.
What's the message being down on nothing that you shared with the guys who have playoff experience?
Yeah, I think the majority of what everybody was saying yesterday was that we liked our 5-on-5 play. I think obviously we got to stay more disciplined out of the penalty box. They have a really good power play, and you know, they made us pay for our penalties last game. So I mean, that was kind of the story of the game, and I think just got to be a little bit more disciplined, and then you know, stay out of the box, keep the game 5-on-5, and should set ourselves up for a better chance at a win.
Your thoughts about Stolarz and the opportunity he's getting and the way he's been playing?
Yeah, I obviously, got to know him really well last year. He's a good buddy of mine. I still keep in touch with him probably on a regular basis, and so happy for him to be able to do what he did this year. He's playing really well for him, for them, and obviously followed it up with a great performance last game. So, yeah, no, he's he's got a great personality too. Really enjoy getting to know him, and I think as a team we have to do a better job maybe getting in front of the net a little bit more. He's playing, obviously if you see it he's going to stop. He's playing really well for them right now. He's locked in. So we just got to make it a little bit more difficult, a little bit more traffic, create some more chaos around the net, and get a couple on him.
Some of the Leafs say he's pretty vocal out
Yeah.
there. Were you ever on the receiving end of that as a team?
No, not me, right? No, I would never. No, but yeah, no, he's pretty vocal back there. He's obviously, he's a great leader for them. He's obviously won a Stanley Cup. He's a winner. So, last year he's pretty vocal in the room as well. He's kind of has that aura about him, and I know if they're a little sleepy over there, he doesn't hesitate to let the bench know. But that's just the competitor in him, and he's an awesome guy. I really enjoyed getting to know him.
What's it like when you win a Stanley Cup like that, and you've got, you celebrate it, and then all of a
Right.
sudden, you're in Ottawa. They got three guys, OEL, Stolarz,
Yeah.
Avi, Stevie, over there, Lorentz.
Yeah.
How quick is that a turnaround? I mean,
Yeah,
you
it
win
was.
with these guys and then-
Yeah, it was a crazy couple days there after we won. It was we celebrated in the room there after, and then and then the Elba room at 8 a.m. Just crazy. But I had to go home and get some sleep, so I didn't make it there. But no, and then we had a bunch of other different parties with friends and families and everybody that was in town, and then the day before free agency was a parade. And then. So we had the parade. We celebrated, throughout the day with the parade, and then the next day, guys were switching teams and stuff like that. So it was a crazy couple days. Obviously, you go from the high of winning with winning it all, and then losing some of your best friends to free agency. But at the end of the day, that's kind of how the league works, and obviously happy to see him land in Toronto and have a really good season for them.
How important is a presence like Ridley Gregg in this series?
Oh, he's one of my favorite players to watch. He brings so much energy to our team. He's actually a quiet guy off the ice, but I think his play kind of does the talking. He's one of those guys that you win with. We're so lucky to have a type of guy like that. And I know it's his first playoff game there last night, but it seems like he's going to be one of those players that he's going to be a big game player for this team for many years to come.
What did those two other Florida guys, Stevie and OEL, bring to that locker room? Oliver getting the first goal in this series.
Yeah, I mean those guys played really well for us last year. Stevie, especially in the playoffs, I think he got more of an opportunity and kind of ran with it. I thought OEL was probably one of our most consistent D-man last year for us, especially down the stretch and in the playoffs. So those two are great people as well. Obviously got to know them really well last year, and still keeping contact with those guys as well.
Travis, what do you expect from your team tonight? What are you guys hoping to do differently?
I expect another pretty good game. I thought 5-on-5 our game was good the other night. I'm probably going to say a lot of the same things I said in here before. I thought we were a little nervous at the start of the game, and probably won't be as nervous tonight to start. But when you start the first two games on the road, you're hoping to get one of them. We're hoping to get tonight.
They're aware that their 5-on-5 game wasn't very good. How do you guys combat that awareness that they know how to be better in that regard tonight?
I'll worry about our game. We've focused on our game all season. Obviously, I think in any playoff series, as the games go on, teams want to improve their game. The intensity of the games, when you start getting toward the end of the series or any series, the game changes a little bit and there's adjustments made. But both teams are going to look to play better than they did last game.
Are Ridley and Nick available tonight?
Yeah.
Any other lineup changes?
Wait till tonight.
A little bit about Ridley Gregg and your time with him this season, just how he goes about his business.
He's a good hockey player. Yeah, loves winning. Plays the right way. Plays hard. Everything you want in a hockey player. He just doesn't say a lot. It's easy to coach. And plays to win.
What have you learned about Allmark's ability to wash things? He talked about having a short memory and bounce back when he has nights like Game 1.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't been perfect all season. He's always bounced back and had good games. He's a great goalie in the league. I'm expecting him to be good tonight as well, much like the rest of our team.
What's the challenge of defending a 5-forward power play like Toronto rolls out?
It's a little different, but I mean, as far as your strategy, it's not a lot different. But you know, they've got 5 really good players that play their power play, and they're a good power play.
What's the influence of a guy like Claude Giroux in the dressing room? You've discussed how inexperienced your team is with playoffs, and to have a guy like that in there
Definitely helps. You know, we've got a young team. Guys that have experience matter with our group probably more than some others. But until you actually play in playoffs, you don't really know. But I think at certain moments of the season, it's certain guys within a locker room that have played a while help. And we have a few guys like that for sure.
With Claude specifically, how do you think he's managed to still be a player that you can play in your top 6 at his age in a league that's getting younger?
Well, he loves playing. I think that's one of the biggest things. You know, I talked about Ovechkin last week. You can see the passion in his game, and I think it's the same way with G. He loves coming to the rink. He loves hockey, and that's one of the biggest things in staying in the league, I think, at that age.
Did you have any time last night to watch any of the hockey, the comebacks?
A little bit,
times?
yeah. Hey, I'm a fan of the game. I love watching playoff hockey. It's exciting. It just shows you that, you know, teams are going to play till the end for sure.
I think Cousins bring into the series if he does draw in.
A lot. He's won. He's played in pressure situations. He's feisty. He competes hard. He's an aggressive player.